What's up guys, John here, and if you're anything like me and you love the PSP, love the RPGs on the system, there's nothing better than to bring your PSP home and to hook it up to the big screen, and I'm going to show you how to do that.
I can't see shit! I can't see shit! Oh my God!
Alright, so what I'm going to show you is pretty much, what you need or what's required to hook a PSP up to a television. Now, the first thing that you're going to need is obviously your PlayStation Portable or your PSP. Now, you're going to need a Model 2000 or a Model 3000 or a Model 2 or a Model 3. Reason being is because the original version of the PSP didn't have this slot right here for the composite output. Or the component output, I should say. There's the jack right there, and this just pretty much snaps right in alongside the headphone jack, and it gives you your video signal. There we go. So when you snap that in, you get these pretty little multicolored composite video outputs, and you can plug them right into your TV. So that's the first thing. But if you're going to hook one of these up, you're going to at least need a PSP, and you're going to at least need the component cable so you can hook it up to the television. Now, another optional item that you're probably going to want is you're probably going to want your AC adapter for your PSP. I'm assuming that everyone that has a PSP has an AC adapter. That's so, you don't want to be playing an RPG and in the middle of your game, have to stop and charge it. So now that you got your component cables all hooked up, and it's pretty much just the red, white, red, blue, and green cables hooked up like that, and you got that cord hooked up to your PSP, now all you have to do is go into connected display settings, and then just hit yes, and then that should throw it out to the TV, guys. Always make sure your TV is on the right input. Because I have no idea. There we go. Component 1. Okay, so, it works. It's hooked up to the TV. I think it looks great. The PSP is working. This works. Just like a remote. But I don't really have a lot of room. What am I supposed to sit right next to the TV like this? So I'm going to show you some tricks that I do to make this thing enjoyable. And I have a couch that's it's close to the TV. It's not that far away. But I'm trying to sit like back here or in this chair right here and play the TV over here. So how am I supposed to do that? Let me show you. So to do that, there's a few things, and some of these are just optional. You don't really need them. The first thing is 1 or 2 HDMI cables, and the reason I say 2 is because you can use a double female-ended extender and use 2 HDMI cables to give you plenty of room to run around the living room, so to speak. And then now, this is a component to HDMI converter. These things are pretty nifty. This gives me a lot. This is what gives me all that extra room. So pretty much all I do is I take those component outputs and I just plug them into here. And then what I do is this thing requires its own power source. So you use this USB cable, you plug this up to your converter, and instead of plugging it into the wall, which you can do, because I could use one of these and plug it into one of these little power blocks. But I like to be a little bit more portable than that. I use this external battery pack. And this thing, I mean, Christ, this thing will charge your phone 10 times. To power, one of these things, I mean, honestly, I've had this thing for 2 years and I've only charged it once. So you don't really have to worry about recharging these things too often. So let's hook this up and fire it up again. Okay, so we have the PSP hooked up to the component output. We got the component output hooked up to the component to HDMI converter that is also powered by this external battery pack right here. We got this going out to an HDMI cable, going out to a double female-ended HDMI cable, into an HDMI and put in the back of the TV. So I know that kind of seems like a lot, and it is, and you really don't need that much equipment. I mean, it honestly looks like more than what it really is. But as you can see, I can sit back here and use this as a controller and play, and it looks great. It looks fantastic, by the way. You know, I mean, I'm even looking at it through my phone recording this video, and it looks great. You know, but that's all you really need. Is you need the cables to hook it up to the TV. You know, this cable right here. I mean, that ran me $10 online, you know. And I think I got it from somewhere inside the US. I didn't even order it overseas. eBay, you know. And then the component to HDMI converter, you know, that was like another $10. I mean, you're talking about, you know, $20, $25 worth of stuff here. And you can sit and enjoy your PlayStation Portable with all your amazing library of games on it on the TV. So guys, that's just a quick look at, you know, what I do when I play my games on the go and then bring them home. You know, to me, you know, Sony had this thing, you know, I'm not going to say they had it figured out, but, you know, they were doing what the Nintendo is doing right now with the Switch. You know, they were doing that 10 years ago. And, you know, for as old as the PSP is, it still looks amazing today. You know, especially on that smaller screen, because it's comparable to the PS2, but you throw it on a smaller screen, the resolution's twice as good. Well, that's it, guys. You know, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my videos. It means so much to me. It does nothing but help me grow. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and peace out.